Hi there, everybody. Let's talk about grades. So what I want you to understand is that according to the syllabus, programming is 60% of your grade, the discussion section is 10% of your grade, and the final is 30% of your grade. So what are my expectations? Let's get rid of this lower thirds because it's kind of in the way. There we go. Okay, so what are my expectations? Well, primarily, my expectation is for you to learn, but also to not be sloppy. And what do I mean by that? Well, the fact is that I'm trying to train you guys to be able to go out there and be professionals. And professionals aren't sloppy. I mean, think about if you're hiring somebody to come do some work on your home and, let's say that you want them to replace a sink, but they put the sink in and there's a hole next to the sink where the water goes down. They didn't cut the hole just right. They didn't place it in right. They didn't put the caulking around it, all that sort of thing. So what you want to do is make sure that you're not sloppy. And I will take a few points off if you are sloppy. I also, of course, expect you to get the work done. So what does all this mean? Well, for example, make sure you get capitalization right. C# is a case-sensitive language. So if you're posting a sentence on the discussion board, make sure you capitalize the first letter of the sentence and appropriately capitalize the names of things. Use proper English, punctuate, be professional. Likewise, when it comes to your programming assignments, make sure that the various fields are separated properly. Make sure they're even. Make sure they're spaced right. Make sure they align correctly down the side. Test your code. Make sure it actually runs. Now, here's the thing. If you send me in a program and it fails, in other words, it doesn't run, either it can't be compiled or it can't be executed, or I put in test data and it fails, I can't give you a passing grade on the program. If I have time, I might send it back to you and say, I'm not grading it now, go make these changes. But that's only if I have time. There's some times when I'm really, really busy and I can't take the time to essentially do double grading work. And so I don't want you to count on my giving you multiple chances to get your assignments right. You need to take the responsibility for doing it yourself. Again, in a professional world, there's only a few times that a boss or a client is going to be willing to accept multiple turn-ins when something isn't done right before they look for somebody else. So look over your work, check your work, think about whether it's something that if you were paying somebody to do this and they handed it to you, would you want to pay for it or would you be kind of concerned? That's the kind of thing I want you to look at. So in terms of coding, making sure it works and executes and meets the class requirements are important. Making sure you test it is important. Making sure you comment the code is very important. I'm going to talk about commenting in a separate server-side chat because commenting is a very key part to building maintainable code. Make sure you check your writing in discussion posts. I don't expect you guys to be professional writers, but I do expect you to at least look at what you're doing and think about your writing as if you were talking to a boss, a client, someone who's planning on hiring you. I want you to get into the mindset of being a professional in how you do your work. Again, I'm not going to be particularly hard on minor sloppiness because we're not here to teach you how to write English or to be particularly great writers. But communication is a key part of any professional gig, whether you're writing a proposal for someone and you'd like to get funding for it, or whether you're sending a query letter to someone, or whether you're documenting your work. So that's about it for where I want to go. I want you to make sure that you do your work carefully, you think it through, you focus on your work, and we'll do a great job. Now, again, the actual working code is the most important. If you think about it, your grade is 60%, your programming code is 60% of your grade. So if your programs don't work, you're not going to pass the course. If your programs do work, the other stuff will help you get a better grade, but they alone won't pass you either. It's only the programming. And I've talked about this. I talked about this in the welcome message, that programming is all about programming. It's actually going out and doing the coding and getting the work done. So that's it. Now, one of the other things I want to let you know is I'm here for you. So if you get stuck, contact me. Send me a note in Angel. Tell me what the problems are. I told you that I might not have time to send back your submitted assignments for rework, but that doesn't mean I'm not here to help you. I don't want you to be out there going, oh my God, what do I do now? I'm stuck. I'm here. That's my purpose. My purpose is to guide you through this, to help make you succeed, to help you have a great experience as a programmer or as a C# programmer. So feel free to contact me if you need support, if you have questions. I don't have tons and tons of time, but I am here for you. And my goal really is to create a great programmers. And so that's why I'm doing this. And feel free to contact me and talk to me. If you've got questions about careers or career directions or anything that relates to becoming a successful computer professional, talk to me as well. That's another part of why I'm here, is to help you do that. Talk to you soon. Have yourself a great coding time. Once again, let's drop that lower third. My name's David Gortz. I'm your instructor, and I hope to be talking to you on Angel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.